I'm making this video because I want people to have a good idea of who they're watching, what led me up to make my channel, what got me into Memphis Jukin, and everything else. I want people to know a little bit more of my background, what got me into Memphis Jukin, what made me want to start this YouTube channel, and just like to break the ice kind of a little bit and everything, because I'm the type of person that wants to stay consistent with stuff. And I know that as I keep on going with this channel, more folks is gonna find out about me and everything. And we live in a world where a lot of folks don't even know like what they're going up to or like anything. And with this YouTube stuff, yeah, you already know what I'm getting at. So first off, I want to introduce myself. My name is Zach Daquan, but I go by the name Zero G. That's a stage, dance, and nickname that was given to me when I had started getting into Memphis Jukin, and after a couple years, I acquired that name. And what got me that name was the fact that I like standing on my toes a lot, the fact that Memphis Jukin is pretty much like a gravity-defying style, and just all that. And my name begins with a Z, so that's what made me want to go ahead and get that name. So a little bit about me. I'm originally from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Currently at making this video, I'm 31 years old. In a few months, 32. And well, I currently travel the world and just like work for myself and everything. And I'm just slowly building to that point. But I want to go ahead and share everything that got me to that point, what made me move to LA, and just like a bunch of things. And I hope that with me sharing my experiences and what like had changed and adapted me and everything, somebody would take from my story and just hopefully go after their dreams, whatever they want to do, or make adjustments in their life. Because we live in a world of like high cost living, greed, anti-socialness, all that other stuff. Like, so I just want to go ahead and like get that out. So hey, get some weed, get some alcohol or whatever, because this is gonna be a story. So like I said, originally I'm from Baton Rouge, and I grew up there my whole entire life. Like, I rarely went out the city. For 27 years, like I said, currently I'm 31, but for 27 years, I straight up grew up in Baton Rouge. I grew up actually in a neighborhood called Brookstown, and I did have like a pretty like nice family and everything, 2-parent household. Like, I had a pretty good childhood, but that's just inside the house. Outside, man, the environment was crazy. Crazy. And if you from BR, Brookstown, you know about. But so yeah, I pretty much like stayed away from like a lot of the environment. Like my mom, shout out to my mom, she knew exactly like what that land is like, and she did her very best to keep me out of trouble. Even with going to school, like I would always get good grades, especially in high school. Like my last report card, which I'm still a little upset about, my last report card had all A's and 1 B. And get this, I was just like 1 or 2 points away from that B being an A. Bruh, that would have been the first report card that I would have had with all A's. But hey, I graduated high school with a 3.4, I believe it was. It was a 3.2, 3.4 GPA, and my last report card had all A's and 1 B on it. So academic wise, I was always good. I went to college for a little bit, but I had dropped out because at the time I was pursuing mechanical engineering. But something just told me that, nah, that's not what I want to do. Plus, with everything that we was learning, like we was learning stuff that we already had learned in high school. I'm looking like where's the calculus, where's the like trigonometry, and like why you making me like review like all this stuff and learn about art and like all that other stuff. Like, so I had dropped out. See, that was around the age of 18 or so. So a little bit after that, the household that I grew up in like started like having like real conflict problems. My parents, my mom, she's my biological mother. My stepdad, he's the one that had like raised me for my entire life. My biological dad, I never met. Like, he was never in my life. Stepdad and my mom, they stayed together for like pretty much my whole entire life, like raising me and my brother. But around age 22, like they just straight up called it quits and all that. So me, my mom, and my brother, we had like relocated like to a few places and everything, but like a bunch of like crazy stuff was going on and everything. So them couple years was just like crazy. During that time period, I had ended up meeting some dancers from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. They're part of a crew called the Bravehearts crew, and they would at the time throw sessions on like what we call like the Octagon. At least that's what I call it, cause it's right downtown in Baton Rouge, like right over the overpass with the levee, but right in the middle there's this like platform that's in the shape of an octagon. So I just started calling it that. And right there, they would go ahead and throw sessions like every Sunday. They would call it Cypher Sunday. Yeah, Cypher Sunday. So I went ahead and hung around them for like a few years, and through people named Nick Fury and, well, he go by Damage now, but his original name was Edge. They're both well known in the juking community, and they're both Red Bull dancers. From the both of them primarily in Louisiana, that's where I learned Memphis juking from and started studying it. Then fast forward to around 2020, COVID had happened. And at the time I was working at a plant. I was like a lead man